My name is Sally Shepard. I'm the Executive Director at the Sexual Assault Center of Northeast Georgia. The Sexual Assault Center of Northeast Georgia serves child and adult victims of sexual assault. Dealing with a person between the ages of 2 and 17, it's considered child molestation. That could be anything for a person that age. Touching, rape, it could just be showing explicit materials, penetration, having sex yourself in front of a child. Sexual assault is more of an adult term. It almost starts with sexual harassment. Worst it could get is an actual rape, and someone is forced to have sex without consent. With our child victims, we serve them through doing forensic interviews. Whatever the child says, if they do disclose any sexual abuse that has happened to them, then that recording or their conversation is used in court. We offer crisis counseling to the parents of the child, counseling referrals to children who have been sexually abused. We're going to be offering groups for teenagers, for children ages 5 to 10. We'll also be offering groups for parents, and we are their advocate, which means that when we know of a case of child sexual abuse and it perhaps is not following the correct course, or perhaps the agencies involved are not doing all that they could do to resolve this child sexual abuse case, then we advocate for that child. We also serve adults. Adults range from age 17 to 102. We serve adults in 7 counties. An adult, you can choose to tell or not. We sit with them through their sexual assault exam for crisis counseling, follow-ups. We advocate for them just like we do with the children. So we also have a 24/7 hotline. But we also need to realize that we're also dealing with a child or an adult, a person, and that their rights need to be respected too. I think one of the ways that we can help deal with sexual assault is help prevent sexual assault. Like it didn't even happen in the first place. Like wouldn't that be a great place to be? Put me out of business, that would be wonderful. You need, what do you need to do this type of work? I think that you need a passion to set the world straight, to right a wrong. You need to see everybody as an equal, because you're going to be seeing all sorts of people when you work in a sexual assault center, and you need to understand that everybody's just as important as the last person who walked through the door. Also, you really need to know how to take care of yourself, because when you're taking care of other people 24/7, or you get paid to take care of other people, it'll really bring you down if you don't have good boundaries, because this is really easy to take home with you and have it affect your own personal relationships. As it relates to my job, I definitely get a good bit of support from my family, a little bit from my friends. I don't like to tell them the particulars about what I do every day, but they can tell when I've had a hard day. What upsets me is when the kids that I'm not seeing. I know it happens way more out there, and the kids that do not get help or do not get recognized or believed, they are the ones that really suffer from this. We would like to think that we have control over who touches our body, and when that is taken away, it takes away our sense of control on almost everything else in our life. And adults seem to suffer way more from sexual assault than children do. I'm so thankful that we have a really good adult advocate who is just puts her heart out there and just stays late days with people and things like that, just to be that someone just to let them sit and talk to. The thing is that when an adult is sexually abused, they probably have kids. They probably have some significant others in their lives. We know that they need to make some sort of living to keep going, but a sexual assault affects every facet of your life. So a mother who is raped, that's going to affect how she parents her children. That's going to affect how she responds to her husband. That's going to affect how she acts at work. I mean, it just goes on and on, the ripple effect of sexual assault. Well, I mean, the letters we get from community folks that still support our services, that's very inspirational. Sometimes, I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, I get burnt out some days too. I get tired of hearing about people's sexual trauma, and sometimes I sit and think, what in the world have I done to set myself up in a career of listening to other people's sexual trauma for the rest of my career? But then I think about my own child, and how if I don't help that child heal from sexual abuse, or if I don't help that mother heal from that rape, then either her child or that child that was sexually abused could hurt my little girl one day. And so if you can't even put yourself out there enough to say, I need to help others, just because there are other human beings out there that have been traumatized, then think about your own family and your own children, because people who've been hurt others if they're not helped. And they could turn around and hurt you or your family. So if you want to take it personal, then take it personal to the fact that I don't want my little girl being hurt by someone who was not properly healed from the sexual abuse that happened to them. just say, hey, I strongly believe in what you're doing, keep up the good work, or hey, I'm glad you're back into the community, and things like that. And that's really cool, because this community has come together and not brush this issue under the rug like we have so many times before, but actually seen it and taken it for what it's worth and know that it's a problem and that we need to deal with it.